The Jewish calendar isn't just a list of holidays. It's an annual spiritual curriculum, each holiday teaching us something essential about how to live. Each holiday has its own rituals and messages, meant to help us enact the meaning of that time and make them real in our lives. And it begins with the Jewish New Year, a day that calls us to change, to reflect, and to partner with God in writing the story of the year ahead. Rabbi Soloveitchik taught that each of our lives is a work of art, the greatest work of art we will ever create. On Rosh Hashanah, we step back from our life, like an artist stepping back from their canvas, seeing what needs changing for the painting to be complete. For our ancestors, fall meant the growing season was over. They needed to have stored their food and prepared for winter. If they didn't have enough food set aside, it meant certain death. That energy to plan and prepare is in our bones in this season. We have inherited it. And Judaism teaches us that it's not only our physical preparations that we must take now, but spiritual ones. Ancient Jews knew, if you haven't stored what you need, you won't survive the winter. We ask the same spiritually. Do you know who you need to become? Do you know what you need to get there? We say that on Rosh Hashanah, God writes us in the book for the next year, deciding what our fate for the coming year will be. But the history of this moment makes me wonder, maybe we're partnering with God in writing this chapter. If we prepare and plan and store what we need, maybe we can help God to see what our next year will look like. The Jewish calendar takes nature's rhythms and layers spiritual meaning onto them. To help us plan the year, we're given a framework for self-analysis, to do a soul accounting, or cheshbon and hanefesh. And the accounting is done on 3 axes. 1, our relationship with ourselves, 2, our relationship with others, and 3, our relationship with the divine, the universe, everything around us. The Jewish New Year happens in fall, when we can see change everywhere. Every time I step outside, I see trees in different stages of their transformation. It's a reminder that we can change too. But daily change happens in the spring. Wouldn't it be more positive to celebrate the new year then? In fall, we have daily change, but it's getting darker, there's death, it's scary. It's to teach us that change isn't always easy. Sometimes change is hard and frightening. The Jewish New Year doesn't promise that growth will be comfortable. It starts when the days are getting shorter, when everything around us is letting go and decaying. It's honest about the difficulty of transformation, but that doesn't make it any less necessary. The Rosh Hashanah rituals remind us of the purpose of the year. The shofar is a wake-up call. You can't sleepwalk into this year. And then everything we do in the Jewish New Year is a signal to God of what we want the new year to be. We eat sweet things for a sweet year. We eat pomegranates with lots of seeds so that we have abundant good deeds in the new year. We wake up early, eat with intention, and show God and ourselves what kind of year we want to live. Rosh Hashanah teaches that change is possible, that we are not alone, and that we can partner with God to write a sweeter, more intentional year. The Jewish calendar teaches that time itself has spiritual qualities, that the seasons are our teachers, and that ancient wisdom can guide modern transformation. In this series, I want to explore what each Jewish season asks of us, and I want to hear your stories of wrestling with these ideas of finding meaning in Jewish time. Because maybe the most Jewish thing of all is to keep asking, how can I grow? How can I become who I'm meant to be? And on Rosh Hashanah, we ask, what can I do to make my life a work of art? Shana Tova, to a year of becoming.